One or two just as steady. All clear now has been given, and they're away and racing. And Mrs. Brown's Boy with Avidus with the first to jump from 44 red. He's going to send Invisible Pro up there very quickly. Pike also driving New Age forward, going into the first corner from Frio between horses when they'd settled down. And booting up on the inside of those, Dane Finn, also Mass Effect. Frio there just dropped back at that stage of the race and had about 3 behind him. Witness in Court, Red Noir, and 3 deep near the tail end of the field is Purist as they work out past the 1100, and the leader is Avidus. It had held the front and the speed had come right off. Mrs. Brown's Boy's up there second, and then came New Age, posted just a little wide. Down on the inside is 44 red. Invisible Pro getting a good run in between horses, and then came Frio, who'd found the back of New Age. He's out 3 deep there trailing. On the rails, Dane Finn, 3/4 Mass Effect. They're being followed by Purist, and then on the rail came Red Noir with Witness in Court back last of all, about 6 to 7 lengths from the leader. At the 550, they're about to come to the home corner, and Avidus held the front by 3/4 on Mrs. Brown's Boy, going okay. And then New Age has covered a bit of extra ground. 44 red is coiled up down on the inside, looking for an opening coming into the corner. Frio's around them, 4 deep at the top of the straight, followed by Invisible Pro. At the 300, Mrs. Brown's Boy reached the lead though from Avidus. New Age and Frio brush together. Purist gets out, 44 red. Mrs. Brown's Boy with 150 to run the leader from Frio, and look at Witness in Court. Mrs. Brown's Boy from Frio. Witness in Court down the outside, but it's Mrs. Brown's Boy. Mrs. Brown's Boy gets up and has beaten the well back Frio. Witness in Court from last has grabbed third. Not sure about fourth. Purist is there with also Invisible Pro, and on the rail Dane Finn with 44 red. New Age had dropped out, and they were followed by Mass Effect and Avidus, and the last of them home is Red Noir. Number 6 is the winner, Mrs. Brown's Boy. Alan Kennedy holds the run of Frio, who'd been well backed. 11s into 550. Kept coming, 137.62. Trapped a little deep, but trailing. And Mrs. Brown's Boy, off a slow, early top-end tempo, has been able to sprint and hold Frio with Witness in Court. A great run under the circumstances. They've got home, I would think, in pretty reasonable time too, given the tempo of the race, 137.62. Mrs. Brown's Boy, a Discorsi gelding, is out of MG Brown, trained by Anne King, for herself N. King, John King and Shane Ewing, and ridden to victory by Alan Kennedy. Let's go to Britt Taylor, about to catch up with Alan over there in the back of the course. He's just heading back in Britt's direction, and that's the 4th victory in 22 for Mrs. Brown's Boy from Frio. Strong money, not quite getting the job done though by Izmir from Mexican Lass, Dan O'Connor, Patrick Carberry, and 3rd Witness in Court. Number 4 by Star Witness out of Lanton Court, Brett Pope and Brodie Kirby. Okay, let's go out there to Britain. She's caught up now with Alan Kennedy after the victory of Mrs. Brown's Boy.
Thanks, Darren, and a very appropriate victory on our final day here at Ascot for Mrs. Brown's Boy to get his first victory at Ascot. Alan, congratulations. It's amazing what happens when you finally draw a gate.
Yeah, he's been a bit unlucky at the barriers, and even last start he fell over at the gates and got stuck back when really he's an on-pace runner. He really improved today, getting into his own rhythm and doing his own thing.
Getting in that position outside the leader, is that where he really needs to be to put his best foot forward?
I wouldn't say outside the leader. He can lead or be just behind him, but he just needs a sort of a genuine tempo where he can keep rolling and not pull too hard.
And has there been a reason that Ascot hasn't been suitable, or just the way that it's panned out on paper that this is his first victory here at the track?
He's just been a victim of circumstances. I think he's been going pretty well.
Well, congratulations on the win. Well deserved.
Thank you very much.
Love catching up with Anne King after a winner. Mrs. Brown's Boy, if any horse deserved to break through for a well-deserved victory, it's your fella.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, early in his prep, I had a bit of issues with him, so a few injuries. And they're frustrating sometimes, horses, so just the patience. I really think he deserves this.
Yeah, you've trained many a handy enough winner in your career so far, list winners, etc. But this must give you satisfaction.
One listed winner.
Yeah, that's good enough for me, Anne. Must give you satisfaction to see what this horse has been doing, especially that last month or so.
Yeah, absolutely. He's a really strong worker at home. So he's got good work ethics, and he's obviously brought it here today.
And the mile was no problems. I know Kennedy was able to dictate that race, and you had the two horse there, of course, Avidus in front. But he gave a really good kick on that quick back up.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, I was actually surprised. I really was concerned on the mile. So, yeah, well, I'm happy.
Yeah, so am I. Well done.
Thank you.
There we go. There's Anne King, the winning trainer of Mrs. Brown's Boy. Freo second. Witness in Court was back in third. Freo was really good as well. They nearly pulled off that plunge. Purist was back in fourth. 137.6. Don't forget, the Goodwood handicap is not far away. Our own Vega Magic goes around as a drifting favourite now, and that race is set down in about 5 minutes' time.